To make Montana State Athletics a nationwide thing, what's the first thing you think you need to do to take it to the next level?
We really need to take a look at our facilities. I know there's a lot of opportunity there with an indoor football facility and maybe an academic center, weight room. So we're going to take a look at our facilities and get on those right away.
Do you do that through community support?
Absolutely. Like I talked about earlier, athletics is a partnership. We're going to be committed to the community just like we'd like them to be committed to us.
You going to change any sports here at all?
No plans to.
Can you just talk about maybe your approach to fundraising and
Sure.
what it's going to take to, I mean, it's going to take money to do these things.
It's going to take money. It's going to take a community effort. And for me, it means getting engaged in not just this community, but nationally as well. We've got a great team here who, at the university, who can put us in touch with those folks. But it's going to take a lot of hard work. And we're going to start right away, getting after those people. So they should be ready for me to come calling, and I'm going to ask.
Yeah, do you think there's an untapped, resource that, of money that you can
We're going to look for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some unique challenges in Montana being that you have to raise the money privately or just get it from ticket sales, no tuition, stuff like that. So how do you address that challenge? What's the biggest factor in that challenge?
Well, like I mentioned before, I think it's going to take ingenuity. We got to be creative. We're going to have to work hard, and we're going to have to win the trust of the people of this state and Bobcats throughout the country, and get connected with them and bring them back and get them interested in Montana State athletics.
You mentioned when you were up there talking about your relationship with Dennis Harrison. Can you just talk about that and how he had an influence on you getting
Yes. Dennis has been a great family friend. Many of you may know my son battled leukemia, Mac, and Dennis was so good to him. He took him to practice every day and had him help be an assistant coach. And he called me when I got this job and he said, "All right, we're in trouble now. We don't have Coach Mac." So but Dennis has been great. He made a few calls for me to some of his friends, but he really just encouraged me to look at this job because he's so proud of this place, and it's near and dear to his heart. So.
And I know you mentioned it before, but can you just talk about how exciting it is for you to be in this position?
Oh, it's great. I mean, Montana State athletics is just on the cusp of something really special, and we have the ability to get that done here. We got to get people motivated and excited, but it's a great opportunity, and we think we can take it to the next level.
How much of an emphasis will you put on improving facilities?
It's going to be a huge priority for us. College athletics is an arm race. It doesn't matter what level you're at. And we need to make sure that we're putting our student athletes and our coaches in the best position possible to recruit great athletes and to win. And to do that, you need facilities.
Talk about putting this program or this brand on a national stage. What's it going to take to get that done?
It's going to take winning. I mean, you can try everything else in the world to get publicity, but it all comes down to winning, and that's what we're going to have to do.
We had a chance to talk with you 6 days ago. What's it been like since then?
It's been a whirlwind. I mean, I got the call on Saturday afternoon. I was at one of my kids' games, and I had 2 other kids playing at other locations. I had to run around and get all of them together, and the next day we were driving up here. And just a beautiful drive, by the way. And so excited to be here, and it has been a whirlwind, but I like it that way. I'm ready to hit the ground running.
Where did you start with so many things on the list?
Well, the first thing I need to do is listen and learn. I'm not going to pretend that I'm going to come in here and know exactly how it should be done without listening first. I've got to listen to our donors. I've got to listen to the student athletes and the staff. And once I get a good understanding of where we're at after talking to them, meeting with them, then we're going to put a plan together.
When do you start?
No later than July 1st.
Did you monitor the search as it was going on after you did make your on-campus interview?
I tried not to, but I did. And I'm actually friends with 2 of the people that were finalists, and so we had a phone call together and wished each other good luck, and they're great guys, so I want to congratulate them as well.
What do you think helped you rise to the top?
I don't know. I think a lot of times it's just a feeling that people get, that you're the right fit. I care about athletics. I think Montana State is interested in the student-athlete welfare, and that's a passion of mine, so it's probably just a good fit.
You said no later than July 1st. Could it be
Could
earlier
be
than that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to get situated and sell a house and kids in school, but I still want to get up here as soon as I can, but no later than July 1st. Yeah.
And how old are you, Kyle?
I'm 41.
41. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking over an athletic department that's had the same leadership for 14 years, what's the biggest challenge there as far as maybe changing the status quo?
That's a great question. I think it's going to be challenging people to think creatively, being open to new ideas, and listening to each other and supporting each other through finding creative ways to get better. And I know the staff is capable of that. And you know, one thing you can't replace, even if you've been here a long time, is passion. And I think the people that have been here a long time, they've obviously have a passion for Montana State athletics, and we can use that to make us great.
I know you mentioned Chris Hill multiple times throughout this process, but what's been the biggest influence he's had on you throughout this time at Utah?
Well, Chris, as you may know, has been at Utah for 30 years, which doesn't happen in this business anymore. And in my opinion, he's the best athletic director in the country. He's been a mentor, he's been a friend, he's supported me through this process, and I've just had a great opportunity to learn from the best.
Thanks, sir.